All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. 54. Who that? Who that? Hurry, hurry. Ready, ready.
He's got a first down past the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Ravens have got it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fighting through, and he's got space. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 96 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We're going to see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he works free. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards.
First down, New England.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
53's the mic.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a gain of 35.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them. They've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run. This is Powell. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as the Ravens push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this.
There he goes left side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. 60 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Sponge.
Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, 30 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Now Hood. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cooper Kupp, 58 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick
baby.
try.
Let's go. On the double, the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go. Let's go. Drive on. You tighten up. Hayward, switch.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Does the big boy have the juice? And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Hood on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, Hood. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 54.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're coming.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they're scared. Run.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jamie Collins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater on to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They don't want it. They don't want it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And to give this time to the tailback. Nifty move. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
52's the mic. Get the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, baby.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape. And
the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score, Ravens 35, Patriots 27.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. 50. Hey, hold on. Check. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run here with Hood. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Steve 6.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Yo, faster. Let's go.
2nd and 6.
Mike, number 53. Mike,
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Mike 52. 81. Defense focus.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the reason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Jackson now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 2nd and 13. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run again with Hood. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
They'll run on first down. Hood. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Hood. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
6-6. Pull it up. Shoot.
On first down, Hood. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And he cuts left, and he's got an alley. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David able to drop him. For a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 yards on the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Tighten up. Tighten up.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Well, that little John helps able to pick up the first get out of bounds as well.
And he has to put a little bit of risk reward here at this time because they need these first downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done, get out of bounds, and conserve a little bit of time as they try and get the ball downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Back to throw here. Ebron caught left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. How about the game that he has compiled here? So he has the 2 receiving touchdowns, and now that is his 3rd rushing touchdown. 3 plus 2, 5 total.
I'm telling you, you and your math can't beat you on that one.
Yeah.
You got it down. But how about the diversity of the day he's had? Just what you pointed out. 3 on the ground, 2 catching them. What a performance.
What a performance. If I get my numbers and colors down, it'll be a real threat.
Just always remember, color between the lines.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's the Pro Bowler. Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Here, baby. Your trip is here. Kill.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Raekwon McMillan. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's got this to the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Hood. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now a handoff looking right.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
One-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Let's go. Let's go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The final play of this ball game. It all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all